Say you're the poet and the prophet, but you never saw me coming. Always starving for attention, and I got the kind you wanted, and it's killing you now. You wanna spin it around, but the truth's still the truth. Nothing you can do. I feel it in my bones. Won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your stones, but you can't stop this. You can't stop this. You can't stop this. You can't stop this. I had a dream, and now I live it. Ain't it a gift to know it's God-given? I'm not gonna waste it. Stop wasting your breath. Stop speaking in whispers. Say that with your chest. I feel it in my bones. Won't bring me down, no, not even close.
We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Superdome here in New Orleans. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the New Orleans Saints. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The fourth-round pick from April's draft. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. 27-yard line. Throwing his dart. Open man, that's Malik Neighbors. This defense for the Saints, they were terrific last week in victory over Buffalo.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. It was just third down and short, but he bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to roam.
Yeah, that's just the third play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3 down. They did. That was Dorian Williams who found his way through and planted him for a loss on the play.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They run a draw here on second down. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That windup getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
That's caught left side by Neighbors. Yeah, the Giants are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
Dart. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. From the gun, Dart. And they're going to get it. They'll bring it down to sack back at the 16-yard line. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. The sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're on offense and you saw that on tape, you got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try to protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now it's Tracy. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Check, hut, check, pink, 33, yellow, opposite, green, ready.
The first carry now, this is Alvin Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Here we go. Right.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler. Open man left side, Shaheed has it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Good for the Saints.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there, and they're able to come up with the first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. The Saints had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Blue, green jack, blaster, 6, 10.
Throwing is Rattler. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Dart. That's complete. It's Neighbors. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His 4th catch already in this first quarter. It's a first down. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
6-0 our score after 1. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Throwing, Dart. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. To throw now, Dart. Room to maneuver at the 35. Touchdown, Giants! Malik Neighbors, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to stretch out their lead. Gano now to add the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Check right. Ready?
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Come on. Ready?
Now Rattler. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
I know we don't have a special scoreboard to show it, but the offense, They've surrendered more sacks than they have points thus far. This defense, they're winning in all phases of the game right now.
Red, yellow, ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this drive will start in enemy territory as that gets out of bounds on this side of the 50.
56-yard line.
Tracy going to get it on 1st down. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sit through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Throwing from the gun here, Dart. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now Dart. That is caught. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
To throw is Dart. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And that is no good. And the lead will hold at 13.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching there.
I would say so. They need to help out the defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal. Put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
I just want to run.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Here we go. Set.
Rattler working out of the gun. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
33, yellow, zoom. Field, black.
To the air is Rattler. They'll get this out to Kamara. 3 yards, all they can muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Blocked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get into his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
45, white. 6, mega, light blue. Real green. Ready.
They'll go. Here's Rattler. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's Demario Davis navigating his way into the backfield for a tackle for loss.
38-yard line.
Somebody got to do it. I mean, hey, somebody got to do it. I see the G. Hey, watch him do it.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. In motion, Slayton. Out of the gun. Here's Dart. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That one taken in by Neighbors. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline to talk over what to do next. They'll try to field goal now with Graham Gano. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Gano's kick is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Here we go. 50, green. White, White. Green jack. Set.
Here's Rattler. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That's good.
Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Blue strike. Ready. 60 red. 60 red.
Rattler wants to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first two passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. That was Cameron Jordan who came in and got him.
And that's what I like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And some room to maneuver. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they roll left side. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
For the field goal, a 57-yard attempt.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Rand Cano to kick off for New York.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. A The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
34-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll drop the throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. In the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
50, green. Blue striker. Green jack. Ready?
On 4th down, here's Rattler. That's to his running back, complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
At the 50-yard line.
Here we go. Set, go.
That's caught out wide by Cooks. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 45-yard line.
Set, ready, ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Black 40. Drill green. Red. Ready.
And Rattler, he'll throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 24-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Field black.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he's got it. touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Blake Grupe now for the extra point. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is.
Blake Grupe to kick off for the Saints.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Throwing his dart. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Micah Parsons showed off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard. That will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise. And it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Matthew Judon in there to take him down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here's Jamie Gillen now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, but he'll be stopped well short of the first down marker, and it's a turnover on down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Throwing is Rattler. Little short pass here to Hill. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
From the gun, here's Rattler. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
10 black. White. Ready.
From the shotgun, Rattler. Olave holds it in. Calling a gain of a yard. And 3rd and 8 now.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Black 40. Claws red. Huge yellow.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, they've certainly not shied away from throwing the football. They've leaned on the quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
60 red. 60 red. Hut, hut.
Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They call it a loss of a yard there. And this brings up a 3rd and goal.
Let's go now. Ready.
They'll look to throw for it with Rattler. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Let's go. Blue 32. Set.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Got a man, it's Cooks. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Saints have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
Blake Grupe to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's Grupe to kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch them.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. He is going nowhere. as he is enveloped behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, and their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So nothing doing there. And that'll make it second down. 31-yard
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Second and 10.
Ready.
Now Rattler. And this is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, but he locked in on his target. But he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
Red 38. Drill green. Ready.
They'll look to throw here. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Dexter Lawrence able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Gotta avoid the flags defensively. Here's fourth and long. Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. He lets it go. Deep for Olave. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
And the Giants first down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. And they'll give him another shot here to the ground. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one by the line of scrimmage.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. On the give, it's Tracy. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run supported. I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to perhaps salt this one away. Gano's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor. There's no downplaying it. We all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
This is 1st and 10.
Set, ready. 33, yellow. 6, mega. Set, cut.
To the air is Rattler. He's got his target. It's Olave. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Let's go. 52 Blues. Go red. Slide blue. Ready.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so it went back to him, and his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Pause red. Cut.
Rattler working out of the gun. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down and 2 installment.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Here we go. This is 4th down.
Down. Ready.
They'll go. Here's Rattler. He completes it to Olave. And he is going to have the Saints 1st down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 26.
Here's Rattler. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
A big spot now for the Saints as they'll indeed go for 2.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And they'll turn to Kamara. So they're able to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it for your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for the Giants, It took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.